A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCarthy going to put it up right away. And his first pass is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. The Vikings at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready up. Street. There we go. Set.
To the air with McCarthy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Hubbard. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Come on. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Hubbard. He finds McCoy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Number 89. 17 yards on the play. It's now third down.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Hubbard. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Preston. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
72.
Now McCarthy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Okay,
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Operating from the gun, Hubbard. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be forced to dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Let's go now. 19-18.
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. Zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, 49 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ready? Bring it. Hop, set,
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They'll keep it on the ground. Preston. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Ready, ready. Go! 19, Tiger, 19.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to DK. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
19. Here we go, set. Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's McCarthy.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Third down and 1.
Let's go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Preston. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? He'll check this one down to Pacheco. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Cooper. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 18. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Buccaneers 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Cooper. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cooper. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cooper. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Up the middle they go. It's Cooper. And he'll go down at the 28.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And, that will get a line up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Trey Palmer. As the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Buccaneers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. McCarthy operating from the gun.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Throw left side complete. That's Lopez.
Complete to number 88. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
and with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jack Fox set to kick
So
off.
the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's 2nd and 8. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
2nd and 8.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a handoff up the middle. Preston gets through, and now an opening. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that. You're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Say that again, Coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Preston. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Across midfield.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Third and 3.
Box inside. Not tight. Half the six.
McCarthy off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Palmer going in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Trey Palmer.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bucs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
He was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Shamar Stewart. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Cowboy 80.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Set up. 60, 70 Lions.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he was was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Cooper. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
3
7.
quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Preston
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Preston. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go, set. Viking 18. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Second and 13.
He finds McCoy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
So the big gain all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Here so far.
And the Bucs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
23.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
He'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, it's Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Cooper. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Track and 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll come up now on second down.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Buffalo 18.
Now McCarthy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now a tough spot here. This is third and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here we go. This is fourth down.
60 Bobcats. Set. Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hup.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 8.
Go!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down.
And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Here we go. Here we go.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
First down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. First and 10 here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Don't go 18. Head to 60. Head to 60. Ready?
Throwing again, McCarthy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Ready? 60 Eagles.
Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Intending for number 25.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Buccaneers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.